Welcome, everyone, to our 100th episode celebration. I'm your host, Alex Figueroa, and my co-host is...
Nate from Netflix Reviews.
Nate, we have made it to 100 episodes of the Action Movie Guys podcast. Buddy, how's it been?
Yeah. I mean, look, fun. It's been a lot of fun. We had, I'm surprised how fast we made it. I'm not surprised we made it to 100. I'm surprised we did it in less than a year. You know, I know we do 2 per week, so obviously it was going to be about a year, but we finished faster than a year. I don't know, and that's what sometimes we took some breaks, right? We had some holidays. We still hit that 100, and really, we won't get technical, but we're really over 100 episodes because we don't number the ranking episodes. So as far as like we're to our 100th review, that's what we should call it.
No, we should. But with that said, it's been a long time. It's been 4 months since me and Nate did a live stream on Levels of Geeks channel. Yeah. So again, it's been I'm nervous, but we're going to have so fun because I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't touched this program in a long time. But with that said, first thing I want to say is thank you to the Patreons. That is the first thing I would like to say. After we went off, we did not know what's going to happen with the Patreons, but you guys stuck with us, and you guys still run the show. You guys brought Nate's webcam with your money.
Right.
So yeah, with that, so if you see him nice, crispy, you guys purchased Nate's webcam. You upgraded him. But with that said, I would like to say thank you to everyone that subscribed to the Patreon, and that is Pablo LaFrosia, Jonathan McCoy, it's been a while, buddy, Priscilla Vasquez, Charles Woods, I'll buy the popcorn, Stephanie, Jay Manley, Becklish, Robert Makes the Cut, Kevin, and Sandy. Thank you so much for your contribution to the Levels of Geeks Patreon. And of course, we're going to be re-ramping it once we decide to come back to the live streams, which we will. But with that said, look, guys, it's going to be a jam-pack. We got 60 minutes or so. We're going to go around there. But we have a lot of things.
It'll probably go over. We're just going to let you know now. It'll probably go over.
Yeah, it's going to go a little bit over because we're going to have so much fun with you guys. It's been 4 months, like I said, and we haven't caught up with you guys. But I want to say what's up to everyone that's with us live tonight. So with that said, Tony Movie Chappie, how you doing, my friend? Kevin is in the house. What's up, Kevin? Greenlight Filmmaking is in the house. We got Robert Make the Cut. We got Jay Manley. We got Harrison. Check out his new channel, right? He got that Reels Old School YouTube channel.
Really old movies.
Yes, it's a very good. If you guys are not into the Universal Monsters, he breaks everything down. Go check that out. YouTube channel. We got Nate in the house, of course, and then of course everyone that's with us live. You guys are not here and on the replay. Thank you so much for checking out our live stream. But we're going to show you guys, before we go into DC Fandom and before we go to Halloween Kills, we got to talk a little bit about our podcast because we had some great moments and some bloopers to show you guys. I mean, we're not going to do, go into this talking news. Who cares about that right now? We're going to talk about us right now, right? Because this is 100 episodes. So let's start off first with my man Nate, because Nate doesn't mess up, people, okay? If you know Nate, I worked with Nate already for a long time in the podcast. Nate never messes up, but when he does, it's like a grand spectacle. He's spitting everywhere. It's like the greatest thing ever happens when it happens, because I always mess up when we do these things. And you can ask Nate how many takes you take, and I'm not gonna show my highlights because it will be here for hours. We're gonna show Nate's highlight because we gotta show Nate
highlight.
Like, yeah, because I have highlights.
I pride myself on my professionalism and my skill, and I am a veteran podcaster. I've been doing it for years. Like this, in 2022 will be 5 years that I've been doing podcasting and stuff, and we don't either. Me and Alex, we don't. It's all off the cuff. We don't use scripts or anything like that. No. And I pride myself, even this show right now, everything we talk about, we're making it up right now as we talk about it. So I don't like using scripts. So I liked it, but I do, if you guys listen to the podcast, and you'll know, I pretty much have a standard way to start it. And this helps to avoid blunders, right? If you start it the same way every time, it's automatic. But sometimes, something happens. I fully blame Alex for this. Whatever's going to happen, I blame him. If he starts laughing and messes me up, and that's all I remember, and I'm looking forward to seeing this because I lived this clip, but I haven't seen it since it happened.
Yeah, so one thing I would like to say about it, whatever we do live streaming or podcast, we don't script it. A lot of people script it. A lot of the big, top 100s or top 10 podcasts, they all script. We like to keep everything fresh and organic. Guys do not understand how many takes I do that it doesn't come out the same either way, right? It's just what it does never come out the same. I could screw up the first time and it will not sound the same the second time around. And that's the thing I enjoy doing the podcast night in and night every Tuesdays, because we don't know what we're getting, but we do understand the review point. But with that said, let's take a look at Nate, Mr. Professional over there, with 400 episodes. God. But let's have some fun. Sit back and enjoy this blooper reel from Oscar Award winner Nate.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode number 85 of the Action Movie Guys podcast. I'm your host, Nate. That is my co-host,
Alex Figueroa.
And we are going to be wrapping up our Mel Gibson month here in August with a all-time favorite film. You could call it a modern classic, right? Because it's less than 30 years old.
Yeah.
And that's Braveheart. This was, of course, voted on by you guys, the listeners, over on Instagram. So just to recap, we watched Tequila Sunrise. We watched We Were Soldiers. And then we watched the other one. What was the movie? We watched two movies last week. We Were Soldiers.
Bloodfather.
Bloodfather. And let's start over because I don't want to leave that in. We're going to start over. You ready?
What? The first time he fucked up.
Wow. 85 episodes is the first time I messed up. It's always you.
No, it's always me. Yes, I got it documented.
Oh, I'm such a professional. I'm ashamed. I can't even believe this.
No.
I'm embarrassed. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Bloodfather. Dude, the same thing happened the other day. I was trying to think of the movies and I couldn't remember We Were Soldiers. I was like, what was the other one? All right, I got it. We Were Soldiers.
What year was it? You know the year?
Braveheart?
Yeah.
95.
Okay, good.
Okay, here we go. What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode number 85 of the Action Movie Guys podcast. I'm your host, Nate. That's my co-host,
Alex Figueroa.
Stop, bro. You stop.
Oh, yeah!
I'm trying to do it. You're sitting there laughing.
I love it.
I can't concentrate.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man, I love it.
Drink some apple juice. Let me drink some apple juice. Braveheart, 1995. Stop laughing. Stop laughing.
Braveheart.
I gotta
Okay,
get my brain going.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
We needed one of the little take one, take two. Yeah, I yelled at you. It wasn't even really your fault. Like I couldn't get focused, and my go-to is, Alex, don't do whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing, you're messing me up. So don't do that.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Oscar Award, Emmy Award winner over here. He yells at me for no reason. No, but
I will say, if you noticed, episode 85, before I screwed up, we made it 85 episodes before your boy just said, nope, I can't do this. Braveheart. I couldn't remember. Bloodfather was a movie I picked, and I couldn't remember what we watched. I said, what is the other movie? We watched that other one. We can't leave that in. We can't have me saying, we watched We Were Soldiers, the other one.
But my favorite part of the clip is you go, I'm going to have some apple juice. Like, why did you have to announce it?
I slowly sipped some apple juice from a Ninja Turtles cup.
Yeah, that's too funny. I was like, but why does he have to announce he's going to drink some apple juice to everyone? See, that's that Oscar Award winner shit, man. Yeah. You have to tell everyone.
I'm a method actor.
Yeah.
You're putting me into the right frame of mind.
All right. So, of course, I have tons of bloopers. I didn't want to put myself up because we'll be here for hours. But we have some big moments. So if you guys haven't listened to the podcast, we got some great moments. So I put the top 5 moments of the podcast for you guys to enjoy. It was fun going through the footage and scraping. You're going to see a lot of old us and then some new stuff. So it's going to be pretty fun. So sit back and enjoy the top funny moments. And this is still.
I can't wait to see this.
This is the top funny moments in the podcast that stood. We left it. We kept going with it because we had so much fun with it. So sit back and enjoy. These are the top 5 moments.
And then it goes right into the piano. The bling,
piano, yeah.
Bling. Yeah, and this is the end.
There you go.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold your breath and count to 10.
Alex
right?
Adele.
Yeah, I'm Aldo.
Aldel. There you go. Aldel.
Oh God.
Am I swelling a 5?
If it happens and it's done right, all I'm saying is
Why you went
he got
Macho
a good-
Man on me?
he got a
You went
good-
straight Macho Man. If it
Yeah.
goes away.
He's got a good chance of getting the 5 out of 5. That's all I'm saying.
He went straight
That's all
Macho
I'm
Man. It's so generic that it reminded me of Mission Impossible 3. I mean 2. Right? Because she had to push herself with the chlamydia. Or I hope I said it right?
Chlamydia.
Not chlamydia. It was something with a C. I don't know why. Chimera. Thank you so much to the
chlamydia.
Patreons.
That's an STD.
Yeah.
Didn't I enjoy the story? Yeah, I did. I thought the whole thing with her being Nefertiti and Nefertiti.
Nefertiti. Rachel
Nefertiti.
Weisz. Nice.
Right? Well, whatever the characters they
Nefertiri.
yeah,
with a R.
Nefertiri. Yeah, there you go.
So like the minute he said those words, I believed it. He was just like,
Really?
yeah, he was like, I'm John Connor.
You just did a deep voice. I could do that. It would be all of a sudden.
There you
that don't
go.
mean nothing.
Well, go ahead, you do it. Let me close my eyes.
John Connor.
Yeah, see, I want to fight with you.
I was Nate Connor. Did you see that? That was real old school. That was when I was still in the prison. I had the prison look.
Yes,
when
you
I
did.
looked like I was recording in Guantanamo Bay. that was real OG action movie guys. That was like one of the first 15 episodes or so. It had to be.
Yeah. I think it's funny because a lot of the clips. There's so many of them, but those stood out because it was old with the new, and the ones that you didn't see graphics, those I'm still working on to put up. So right now I have 59 episodes. 1 to 59 episodes up on Levels of Geeks, and I have close to 40 more episodes to edit and put up, but it's just so much going through. It's so hilarious, like the whole, the Mummy Returns, that was funny. But
Assassins.
Assassins that was classic.
I think pound for pound, our funniest episode is the Assassins review with Sylvester Stallone and then crazy Antonio Banderas. I personally, it's my favorite, like, as far as comedy, maybe not our best review. It's a good review. I think all our reviews are good, but that one I just remember watching it back when you put it up on YouTube, and I was dying laughing. It was so funny. So that's another good one. We couldn't put a clip because the whole show is like hilarious.
The funny thing about that episode is that you're yelling from beginning to end. Like, you're so angry because I think you wanted the movie to be so good, but it came out so not the way you wanted. And you were just, I remember, I think I said a line in the movie when I said, thanks, Nate, because of you on their soapbox. Like, you're doing your rant, and we just lost it. But, yeah, I have, like, my favorite one that we did that I kind of enjoyed was one of the female ones. Terminator Salvation. That was one of my favorite ones because I didn't like that movie. And then you recommended that. So, like, that was one of my favorite ones. The 007 one, actually, we had pretty much a good time with that one. But those were so... we did so many fun stuff there. Yeah. But, look, Triborough Gigolo's in the house. Hey, how you doing?
It wouldn't be a live show if Triborough Gigolo wasn't there.
Yeah, so, for those of you out there, we have so many... again, we got Nate has a list of podcast episodes. I think for 2023, right? Like we're like booked.
We are booked through the end of 2022. I have scheduled the entire podcast. Like if you just gave me a random date in 2022, I could tell you exactly what movie we're watching or reviewing that day. So yeah, we're all the way through next year.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. But with that said, let's have some fun. We gave you guys a sneak peek of what happens. I mean, we enjoy what we do. It's one of those things. Like right now, our theme for this month is the worst action movies. And let me
they've delivered.
And you guys delivered. We just did The Last Airbender is the latest episode. You guys have not heard it, please check it out over on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Listen to that one. It's not a good movie. But there you go, Kevin Smith.
January 15th is not a Tuesday, but on the 11th we're reviewing Transformers 2 and Shooter.
Oh, Jonathan McCoy's in the house. How you doing,
Hey,
buddy?
Jonathan McCoy, my main man. My main man. Miss you. Haven't seen you.
Yeah. Oh, and my wife just said, "Oh boy, you guys did deliver." Because this is a rough month, because she has to sit through me while I review.
Oh, that's true. She watches them too.
Yeah,
you guys don't. The listeners. No. You don't always necessarily, understand this, but Alex's poor wife sits through these movies as well. So when you pick a real winner, that's a great time. And when you guys vote, so it was my idea to do bad movies. You guys are the ones who voted on them, and I'm just gonna put this out there. If you guys don't listen to the podcast, do yourself a favor. Make sure you subscribe. It's fun. They're short. They're usually around 30 minutes. 30 minutes, give or take 5 minutes, honestly. So they could be even a little shorter. If you go on a run, if you're driving to work, you'll get through one whole episode on your way to work. We have a great time. But this month has been especially amazing. We had our lowest ever Rotten Tomato score movie twice, 2 weeks, like 2 weeks in a row almost. Yeah. We had like a 4 and then a 5 the very next week. So, it's been very interesting, but I have a great time. Alex has we laugh. The patrons are usually there. Jay in the chat, Jay, Robert, Stephanie, they show up and they are kind of in the background. And a lot of times I laugh at them too. Cause Robert's constantly holding stuff up into the screen while we're trying to review. Yeah. And Robert, don't stop doing it, but it makes me laugh. I have to try not to. It's good. It keeps us on our toes. You know what I mean? He's just showing random little things, and I just see him in the little corner holding up this stuff. So it's pretty fun.
No, it is. But all right, so let's get to some fun stuff. Yesterday was the DC Fandom. The weekend was the DC
Saturday.
Fandom, and I know a lot of people DM me asking me, "Hey, your thoughts on this, and that?" And since this is our back live, I said let's just go a little bit on it. I didn't want to go too heavy DC. Nate is not big on the DC front, and I didn't want to talk about the DC
comics wise.
Yeah, comic wise, we're not gonna go as much deep, but let's just go a little bit with some DC Fandom. So it was a 5-hour event. Okay, everybody was waiting for the Batman trailer. That thing came at the final 5-hour mark. Was the Batman? And of course, if you guys didn't,
I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, why not? That's the most anticipated of the whole DC.
You don't
anyway.
Lead with what everyone's tuning in for. You don't lead with it.
No, you don't. And I was very surprised that it started off with the Black Adam, right? With the Rock, Black Adam. So that's what it started off with. And let me see. Do I have the logo of Black Adam? I think I do. Hold on. Poop. And nope. No, I don't. Okay, so that was my bad. So
it looks like a logo, and it has things.
It says Black Adam. No,
you can picture it in your head.
But all right, so I don't have the trailer because that's actual movie. That's a movie scene that they showed, and that's no bueno in the YouTube world. So, but we'll talk about it quick. The Rock came out beginning of the whole Fandom. He came out, he gave a little sneak peek, and it's actually a scene from the actual movie. They cut it quick, and you see him in the first getup showing his powers. He disintegrates someone. Great. You did not see much, but from the footage that we saw, actually looks pretty good. I don't know, what did you see? Did you see that that little preview clip?
So, yeah, before I talk about it, real quick, Kevin wants to know what we're reviewing on November 1st, 2022. Okay. We are reviewing The Enforcer and Point of No Return, starring Bridget Fonda. Finally. Been wanting to do that for a year. We're going to be doing it. So, The Enforcer, Dirty Harry, and Point of No Return. Shout out to Kevin. All right. Yes, I saw Black Adam. So, here's what we were talking about it in our group chat, and I was like, I'm not going to watch that because, to be honest with you, it's 5 hours long, and there's no way I'm sitting there through 5 hours. I put it on at the start. And luckily, they started with this. So I got to see this. I am an unadulterated and just absolutely unashamed fan of The Rock. It's pretty much well established.
Yeah.
Any project he does, excuse me, I am automatically interested in it. I want to see it. So I was hyped when they casted him. I don't know how you know, me and you have very different views on the DC kind of like movie universe or whatever. And you're a comic reader and I'm not. So that probably plays into it. But I love the casting. I've been wanting to see him play something, right?
Yeah.
Some sort of superhero. I don't know if you noticed too, when they show him in the costume, clearly, unlike Zachary Levi from Shazam, he doesn't need a muscle suit. He is a muscle suit in life. Okay. They just put a suit on him and he looks huge and he looks the part, right? He looks like a superhero or an action figure or a villain. I liked it. I liked the clip. I thought it was pretty dark. Like, you know, when you are making a movie about essentially a villain, even if it's a situation where by the end he's sort of an anti-hero type, look what they open with. The man fries somebody with lightning powers and kills him. This is what I want. Even if unlike Venom or something like that, where he's like right off the bat kind of helping people. And no. Let's start him off bad and make him whatever. So I liked it. I dug it. I don't know. What about you?
I enjoyed it. From that clip, again, like I don't want people to, like, I'm not one of those that reaction go crazy. If a trailer's 2 minutes, I go crazy. If it's a 5 minute second or 30 seconds, I'm not gonna go as good because I really don't know what the movie's gonna. It could turn out into a turd. Like we just got him, you know what I mean? I want to see Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate. Like that's gonna be awesome.
I didn't even know he was in that. I love that casting. Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
I think in the overall landscape, I absolutely agree with you. The Rock in the DC universe is absolutely enormous and is awesome, and I'm happy for it because he does look like Black Adam. I mean, to be honest with you, even if you put the comic book character up and then you throw The Rock's face on it, I mean, he looks like him and he is him. Yeah. And I hope he does a great job and I hope he does multiple sequels. But let's get to Shazam because you brought it up. All right, I don't have nothing for Shazam.
I didn't see Shazam, so tell me about it.
Okay, so Shazam, they showed back behind the scene footage. No trailer, no nothing. But they showed some stuff. Zachary Levi is not fit. Okay, he's in a muscle suit. They showed him introducing it, and dude, no lie, he looks like me. Like
he's fit. He was wearing a muscle suit in the first movie,
so it made no sense to me. So I was like, oh, what the hell? Like he's like, oh, I'm fit. You're not athlete fit, but you're fit. You're a fit guy, but honestly,
he's in good shape, but he's not jacked.
You're not jacked. You're not Ben Affleck Batman jack. You're not Kevin Cavill Superman jack. You're not even The Rock jack. You're just Party City Jack from Muscle Suits. And that's what it looked like. And the funny thing is they showed the whole cast. This is a project that I really don't care for, to be honest with you. But they have good actresses. Lucy Liu's in it. She's one of the villains. With
Helen Mirren?
And yeah, her too. Yeah, they showed so this is going to be 2 villains in a movie. So let's see how that goes because we all know what happens with 2 villains in a movie. It's not good. It's not a recipe for good, but let's see what happens. But next, they showed a lot of TV show here, video games. No gameplay footage. So I was like, that sucks. They just showed, I
saw that Suicide Squad game trailer.
Yeah. It looks decent, but I want to see some gameplay.
Right. Yeah, I don't like cinematic trailers for games because what's the point of a cinematic trailer for a game? It's not going to look like that. It's not going to play like that. I want to see gameplay. But it looked funny, I guess. But, I agree with you. I'd rather see gameplay.
Yeah, and so most of the stuff was a lot of the game stuff. So I was just like, ugh. But this is where a lot of people are getting too excited. And I'm like, listen, the Flash movie, okay? They showed, this dude first came out with some choking thing. I don't know what you saw. This dude was on a dominatrix clothing, bro. Like, you didn't
He's wearing some S&M gear. I did. He had like a choker.
Yeah.
Well, and he was Ezra Miller is very, like, I don't know, high fashion. That's kind of his thing. I think he's shown up to things wearing, like, a skirt or that's just fashionable. I have some friends who are really into clothing and fashion and they love him. So maybe that's just his thing. I don't know.
Well, you know what? He was weird. I don't know if he snorted some coke when he got up there, but I don't care the way he looked, but the way he was like, we are on the set of The Flash. If you see behind me and I don't have footage, but I took a phone and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Just say you got a clip, bro. But anyway, he showed a clip of The Flash. Did you see that?
I did. Okay. I did see the Flash clip.
I have it. So if you want to see The Flash, we can see some Flash. All right? So let's put on
Okay.
The official trailer of The Flash.
This is the most teaser of a teaser, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere you want, right? Any timeline, any universe. Why do you want to stay and fight to save this one? You changed the future. And you changed the past.
Are you in? Holy
I do like that last part. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty good.
No, I mean, some stuff looked pretty cool, but you could tell that they're going Flashpoint. I mean, we all know they were going to go Flashpoint. Now, we don't know. I mean, it looked like they changed a lot of the Flashpoint. We don't know if Michael Keaton is Thomas Wayne in this story or if he is actually Bruce Wayne when he goes back in time. So we really don't know who he is. But you do see the 1989 Batmobile, which... That's what
the shape of it.
Yeah, the shape of it. But it could be it, which it is it. You see the actual Batcave from 1989, because that's what you see there, right? And then you see him in the actual 1989 Batsuit. So, to me, is he Batman? Or is he Bruce Wayne or is he Thomas Wayne? Like, what?
I think he's Bruce. I think he's Bruce. I think what they're gonna do. This is just my guess. Because I never read the Flash. I don't read comics. I never read any of them. So if we ever talk about comics, I never read them. But as far as that storyline goes, I did watch the animated version of the Flashpoint Paradox. I don't want to say it's too big, but it's too big to just jump into at this point. So I bet they take elements from it and then they're kind of making their own story, which is fine. It is hard to, in the animation, it works. You could just, in an animated movie, you just take the comic and make it into like moving animation. With live action, it's a little harder just with run times and, actors and whatnot. So I think they're going to take elements from it, but I don't think it's going to be a straight adaptation. I think you're right. Like, there's no way. They can't. You will need to, there's too many characters in it. You're going to need Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Batman, Superman. Like, there's no way they're all going to be in this movie. So I think by taking bits and pieces as far as like the time traveling and the whole thing, I think Batman, I think we can both agree it goes to show who the real cash cow of DC is here. This was a very Batman-centric day, I feel like. And I think he's Bruce Wayne. I think he is playing 1989 version of Batman. That's my guess. But again, I know nothing because that trailer shows not much. There's two Flashes. I saw that. There's him and another him with long hair. So I don't know what's going on there.
It could be that Flash is from that timeline, and then the Flash, that Barry Allen that knows the future and all that, he's the one that's like, you got to help me
also
go back.
There.
Yeah, and
probably.
then the girl next to him is Supergirl. That's Supergirl.
Oh, that's right. They did cast.
so-
Okay. I didn't have no idea who she was, but I remember they casted her. Okay.
So you got Supergirl in the scene, you got Barry Allen, and my prediction is the other Barry Allen's from that timeline. That's going to help him figure out what's going on. But it's weird, right? Because you see him and his mom. So you got a very paradox. And then you're very right. And the problem that's going to happen with DC is, right? And just hear me out here. Is I absolutely agree with you. They're going to milk Batman to the point that a lot of people are going to not like Batman no more. Right? Yeah, Michael Keaton Batman. Michael Keaton is voicing this trailer that whatever you want to call this, because that's him talking.
Yep.
You got a lot of him. No Flash. I mean, you got him in that stupid yellow suit thing, which I'm like, it looks okay, but I got to see more of it. Just not that, But it's a very weird thing. You did see the ring. That ring that the suit comes out in. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But, Jay says is that when he turns on the switch, is that Star Labs. You know what? It could be. It could be an old Star Labs, and maybe that's where the other Flash comes out and go, hey, who are you? And he goes, whoa, it's two of us, right?
You know what I like, though? No matter what, that trailer had a nice air of. I like the vibe of the trailer. It's a teaser, but I like the music. I like the vibe. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot more fun than fun without being too goofy. I think Ezra Miller is funny as an actor. I think he does a great Flash, especially in like the Zack Snyder version of Justice League. I think he was extremely well used. He had one of the best scenes in that movie. So I like the vibe, and I like that they're going for, you know what? In my opinion, go for it. Do something big. Do something. Don't be safe. And this movie looks like it might be a little confusing to people who know nothing, but you know what? That's okay. They'll learn, or they'll watch it again and you'll get it. At least it looks like they're going to be trying for something just not so cookie cutter, which I say I'd rather them try something and fail than just be cookie cutter and still fail. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. I always say take risk, and that's why I enjoy Star Wars: The Last Jedi, because it took a risk. It was totally different from all the other two movies, the one that became before it, the one after it, and I enjoy that one more because it took risk. Now, if you're gonna do that with DC, why not? You have all the story. Just do it, and if people like it, they like it. Listen, we live in a society now that everyone got an opinion. If they don't like it, they don't like it. Who gives a crap? I'm at the point that I don't even care. If the project looks really good, then you know what? I'm behind it 100%. This is a project that I'm not too crazy about because I'm not a big Flash guy, but if it works out and it makes the entire universe that they want to make into something better, okay, great. I'm at this point now that I don't even care. Like, just give me more DC on screen so I could just care about, because I just don't want too much Batman. And that's the thing. I love Batman. He's my favorite superhero, but I can't keep watching Batman over and over and over and over and over and over, because then it gets tiring. You know, we got Robert Pattinson Batman. We got Michael Keaton Batman. Supposedly Ben Affleck is back as Batman. It's like, how many Batmans we have in this now universe? It's like, yikes.
Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents on like this whole Flash thing. I'll be happy with it. Now
I think it's the right character to try something with.
Well,
you know
the
what
only
I mean?
character to do it, because he's the only one that could do that. Go back in time.
But what I mean is, like, you don't try something too crazy with like Superman, or you don't try something too crazy with Batman. You try something crazy with the Flash. He's the one, because as well known as he is, he's not like upper echelon character. Yeah. He's like maybe the next notch down. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have your Superman, you have your Batman, you have your Wonder Woman. I feel like that's the DC kind of like holy trinity, right? Mm-hmm. Right below that, you have Flash, Aquaman, Green Lantern. You can do things with them. You can try some stuff out. So respect. Yeah, it looks. I mean, look, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I just can't have too much Batman. It's
sure.
just like
I feel you. Yeah, you don't want to get Batman fatigue.
Yeah, you don't want to get Batman fatigue. Whereas we got a perfect Superman, and you're not giving us Superman. Like, I was so disappointed that we did not get a Man of Steel 2 announcement or anything with Superman. But that's another discussion at another time when we return. But Tony Movie Chappie says, and I wonder, do you guys think is going to be the villain of the movie? I will say the Reverse Flash, because in the Paradox, he's the one that makes him run through time to try to catch him. So I think the Reverse Flash will be the one that's going to do something. We don't know how, but I think it's going to be Reverse Flash. And it'll be awesome to have another speedster.
I'll go with you. I'll vote for the same. I think Reverse. It makes sense. It makes sense. Who else is it going to be? You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense. Be Reverse Flash.
Yeah, let's see what happens, right? Reverse Flash switches here and there, and then Barry Allen wakes up and goes, "Why is my mom alive?" Like, we really don't know. So, again, it could be that. Now, the next thing that came out, and I don't think I want to play the trailer for this one, because this is actually a longer trailer, and I think they will take us off live. And
okay.
But we know how it went because everyone's seen the new Batman trailer, right? What do you think of this trailer? Did it make you, like... Did you get like super excited when you saw it? Because my eyes got watery. Like I was like really excited of seeing this version on screen.
I liked it. I thought it looked very good. It looked very dark. I like the vibe of the movie. I like Matt Reeves as a director. He hasn't made a movie that I've disliked yet. Not one. I've liked every single movie he directed. So, and this does not look like it's going to be the one to make me start not liking him. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's one. I love that they finally showed more Colin Farrell as the Penguin. That was cool. I love Colin Farrell. You know, give me a little more. I also like that they didn't show barely any of the Riddler. They're really keeping that one close to the chest, which I like. You know, I think, and just being honest, if you look back at like even the Dark Knight Rises trailer back in 2008 or 2011, they didn't really show a lot of Bane. They just gave you like a little bit, and to me, like he was great. He ended up being really cool in the movie, and I'm hoping Riddler has something similar, like some kind of really cool intro into the movie where you don't really know because you haven't seen much of him. Use the Penguin as the guy in the trailers, perfect. My one thing. Oh, Selena Kyle, by the way, I love Zoe Kravitz, perfect casting, beautiful. I don't know why Alfred has a scar, but whatever, that's okay. I like Andy Serkis. I like the cast, except I'm not sold on Robert Pattinson as Batman. I don't think I'm in the minority. I think I was early on, but the more I see, I think more people agree with me a little bit. I think he's a good actor. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. I'm gonna give him a chance because you know what? I didn't see like everyone on Earth. I didn't see Heath Ledger being the Joker and he knocked the thing out the park. Right? Robert Pattinson may knock it out the park, and if he does, I will be happy because I love Batman too. He's my favorite, DC character. I'm not buying him yet. We'll see. But the trailer was great. 10 out of 10. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
It's funny because you're not the only person that said that. Like I was speaking to a lot of people during the weekend after the trailer drop, and a lot of people told me that they're not like into the Robert Pattinson right now, or they don't have. And I'm like, it's okay. Right? It's like the 007 casting. Once the new 007 is casted, it's going to be the same way. We will not know until we see the full-length movie, until we say, is this guy really the James Bond that we want on screen, or is he not? And it's totally okay. Am I unsold on him? I don't know. I agree with you 100%, but for when I saw in this trailer, I see a really good Batman. I don't know about Bruce Wayne. Right?
I think that's my thing. I think that's my thing. He looks too brooding all the time. Bruce Wayne has to have that Playboy side. He gotta turn it on in public. And I just haven't seen anything.
And I think that's the thing. I think a lot of people want a trailer that shows Bruce and Batman. And I think not right now. I don't think we need this right now. I think just give us the Batman. We got everything we needed in this trailer. People are hype. Then you come out with another trailer that shows Bruce. Like, what is his... Because we got to remember, like, I don't want people to be like, this is not Bruce Wayne adult, where he could turn it on and off like a switch. This is a kid becoming Batman. Like, he's year 2 into Batman. Meaning, this guy is struggling with his revenge kick of the parents getting killed, okay? He's struggling with 2 personalities right now. Like, how can he become a playboy, and how can he become someone at night that he could just beat people's asses and try to fuse the two? Like, this movie looks like it's going to be that type of movie where it's Bruce fighting the demon of Batman. Like, I mean, there's a scene that he's beating the crap out of a guy in front of Selena Kyle, and she got scared. Like, I'm like, you know what? This is awesome. And
I like that.
Absolutely. Like that.
I absolutely like that.
Like
the action looks brutal, PG-13, but brutal for PG-13, which I'm for.
Yeah, and you know what? I want this psychological thriller with Bruce Wayne because we never got that in the movie. We never got the Bruce fighting his inner demons with Batman. Like, this is a young dude becoming Batman.
Or the detective Bruce.
Oh,
They've not really. Bruce. He's supposed to be the world's greatest detective. He's never done it. I texted with my friends, a couple of my friends, and I literally put, this looks like if Batman walked onto the set of Seven. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's raining everywhere. It's dark. That is the aesthetic that I think of when I think of Gotham, when I think of Batman. So I think they nailed a lot. Personally, Pattinson, we'll see. But I'm through the roof excited for this.
Yeah, I'm very excited with this too. I will say this, guys, don't watch the movie one time and rip it apart. Give it multiple times because there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs or a lot of things that you're going to miss the first time you watch it before you criticize the movie. And trust me, I did it with the 007, and I even said it when we did the review. Like, it's going to take me second or third time before I give it actually a full review on the No Time to Die. But my initial reaction was what it was, but you guys can check that one out. But in terms of this Batman, I'm going to check out, because you guys got some good stuff here, and I want to read it quick. Triborough Gigolo says, look, not convinced yet on Patterson playing the Cape Crusader. The film looks dark and gritty, though. Tony Movie Chappie. says this. Even though I'm still heartbreaking that we're not going to get a Ben Affleck Batman movie, but I'm still am excited for the Batman, and this trailer reminds me a lot of Batman Year One. Yeah, I mean, it's loosely based on that. Okay, so Harrison says this. To be honest, this movie seems really dark and not in a way I like. I like the dark in the Nolan trilogy, but there was a simmer of hope. We'll see. But for now, it is what it is. Okay. You got to remember, Matt Reeves is taking storylines from graphic novels and putting a story to it. So like Nate said, is like kind of a 7. So you're getting, and I already got the novels and I read them. There are The Long Halloween. That is one, which you guys have the cartoon. That's loosely based off of that. Batman Year One, loosely based off. And then
seen that one.
Yeah, and then there's another one called Ego and Other Tales. And that one is more about Selena, more about Catwoman. So it's like different mini stories of Catwoman doing different things and Batman doing different things, but on the earlier years. It's not him later down the road. So I think he's taking all these stories and throwing them into one and fusing it. In terms of tone and story, I kind of absolutely love it. This is the dark that I want. To be honest with you, that Nolan is not dark. That Nolan was realism put on screen. That's not dark. That was more of a realism turn. What is it? Realistic turn. Modern.
I love it. It was Batman? Like I love the Nolan movies, but you're right. Yeah, it's more like it was a little less stylized and a little more real world. Like what if Batman existed in a real world? And that's one thing I like about Batman's film history. If you really look at it, is you have like the Tim Burton movies, which were very 80s, even though the second one came out in the 90s. But that big, remember how Gotham looked? The buildings looked like they were 1,000,000 feet tall, and they had this very stylized. That's the word I'm looking for. Then you had the Joel Schumacher, which looked like a cartoon. It was like a living cartoon. Then you have the Nolan, which is like, what if Batman was real in real life? And now you have this, which is like gritty, almost like noir, detective crime. It looks like a crime movie, which I love. He's very versatile as a character, and I love that they're all different. And you get kind of, I don't love Batman and Robin, obviously. I can't wait till we review that on the podcast. But everything else, Batman, I generally love. Yeah, I mean, look, you're going to get a different take on this Batman, which I'm okay with. I mean, we need to. We can't keep going down the Nolan route. No, you got to mix it up. Yeah, and I enjoy this. I love graphic novels. This looks exactly like a graphic novel, and I'm all up on it. We'll take a few more, and then we go right into some Halloween Kill reviews. James Perez says, look, I like the tone of the Batman. I am happy they aren't going the opposite direction, making it too bright and fun like the Val and Clooney Batmans. Totally agree with you. Tony Moon Chappie says, one trailer that surprisingly stood out to me was the Catwoman Hunter animation movie. Looked like a lot of fun and looks better than that god-awful Halle Berry Catwoman movie. We're reviewing that next year. Yeah, actually we are. We're reviewing Catwoman next year. We are. James Perez says, look, I agreed. Nolan Dark Knight was like realistic, and that was more gritty, not dark. Yeah, so you're getting gritty, dark, both in this movie. Characters are going to be raunchy. Most likely, it might even be a rated R movie if they pushing that threshold, which I'm crossing my fingers crossed for that rated R Batman movie. So I will. You know what? I'll even accept, Alex. I'll even accept hard PG-13 and then like a rated R director's cut that I can own. I'm okay even with that, because I want it to be successful. PG-13, guess what? All the kids are going to go see it. So how about this? How about we make it hard PG-13 with the knowledge that there is a like director's cut that will come out that I can watch at home. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. I will say this before we end it. I will say this. This movie will be the first movie ever that's going to have Bruce walk that thin line between killing somebody and not killing somebody. And because we never got that in none of the movies, okay? This is the movie I think Matt Reeves is going to push the fine line between he's going to decide what type of hero he's going to be. The one that kills people or not. And we all know he's not because that's... But it's going to be the first one that's going to be, I think, comic accurate, okay? We got Selena Kyle, and that looks kind of accurate. Her falling in love with Batman, and she doesn't even know that's Bruce under that mask. So with that said, guys, that is our thoughts on the Batman. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, we're not much of the comic book stuff here, but I hope you enjoyed that. Now let's get into some hot topic. Okay, we're gonna Becky said I'll have what Nate's having. I think she agrees with me. PG-13 movie, R-rated you can watch it at home.
There you go. Oh, Backlash is in the house. Oh, yeah. All
Everybody
right.
said hello to her.
Here we go. We're going to go talk about a hot topic here, okay? Halloween Kills. All right. This is caliente situation here, okay? Because there's a lot of mixed reviews all up in this piece. He has the Japanese version.
That's right. Cutting off.
I got
If they ever made a Japanese Halloween movie, I'd lose my mind.
I got the crossover of the Ghostbusters meets The Exorcist.
The Ghostercist.
The Ghostbusters. But with that said, Nate, what was your initial reaction when you saw Halloween Kills?
You know, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this moment all my life because, and by all my life, I mean since Friday. Because I know this is rare. A lot of times, me and Alex, we don't know each other's reviews, but in this case, I know his review in advance a little bit. So, and this is good too because I want everyone to really, really pay attention because we are coming. I'm coming from San Antonio, and my man Alex is coming from Vancouver, Canada. We're coming from two totally different places. Am I right, Alex? Like, you would wager to say you're not a big horror fan, and I'm not. And by the way, I'm not saying these things to say anyone's right or wrong because this is all an opinion, right? Like he's gonna give his opinion, I'm gonna give mine. But Alex is not like a big horror fan. Meanwhile, I'm like a diehard horror fan, and I love Halloween. As like Halloween 1 is my favorite horror film of all time. So, you know, take everything we say with these things in knowledge. But first initial reaction, I enjoyed the film. Now, it has some problems. However, when I go to especially I saw this in the theater. I know you watched it at home on the Peacock. I almost called it something else. I had to add the P in front of it. Oh man, this is a kid-friendly show. I can't just be coming out here and saying what I was going to say. On the Peacock. I saw it in the theater full of people. And, you know, the reactions that the movie was getting was appropriate. Like, people were reacting the way they should react in certain moments, which makes it more fun. I do think it adds a little bit of fun to the movie. Let's talk about what I loved. Number one, I love the first act of the movie, like the first 30 minutes or so. We won't do spoilers just in case you haven't seen it, but I loved the flashback scene, I guess we'll call it a flashback scene. I loved it. I thought, especially being a fan of the original Halloween, I like that it gives Halloween 2018 some context as far as what happened, right? Because you remember they retconned every other Halloween movie with that movie. Like nothing else exists except the first movie and Halloween 2018. So I like that it shows kind of a little bit of an in-between, right? I love how they did it. You know, whatever. I loved it. Now, after that, I didn't love the middle of the movie, except I love the kills in this movie. This movie is brutal, violent, hard R, like eye gouging out, head spinning, bone crushing. Like, it is very brutal. And at the end of the day, I'm watching a slasher movie. What do I want? I want to see people die very violently. This is what I paid my money and my ticket for. I didn't pay to see people talk, which is the problem. The dialogue in this movie is very bad. Very bad. The writing, I won't say weak, but very close to it. I hated the chanting stuff when they're like in the hospital, you know? Evil dies. If one more person said evil dies tonight one more time, I was getting like get up and leave. I was like, they gotta stop. This is corny. So there's a lot of corny, cheesy stuff. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I'm there for Michael Myers to kill people. He did that in exceedingly gory ways. The story's because it's a middle part of a trilogy, you know? So I wouldn't say it's like satisfying at the end of the day. But is it an entertaining slasher film? I found it to be an entertaining slasher film, and that's about it. Nothing more.
Okay, so what's up, Rev 4K? How you doing?
Hey, Rev. What's up, man?
How you doing, man? I will say this. This movie blows. Look, I'm gonna be honest. This is not a good movie. And I understand what you're saying, right? Because you are paying for a slasher. I absolutely love the kills in this movie. The kills are phenomenal. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. But the stuff around the kills, it is not good. It's not good. And I know I read a lot of reviews a lot of people, love it. Great. And you know what? If you're a fan of the Halloween, you're supposed to love it. This is for you. They make this for you. But when you make a sequel, and this is something we even talked about even on the action movie, guys, if you're going to make a sequel to a successful first movie, at least make it good, right? Because you want it to be successful and you want it to be good. But this case, Jamie Lee Curtis was not even in the freaking movie the whole time. And I'm not even spoiling nothing. She's just laying in bed.
See that photo? That's her
whole role right there.
She holds up that knife.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's crazy, right? Because that's what they sold 2018. Jamie Lee Curtis is back as Laurie Strode. And everyone went to the theater, right?
Yeah.
Which I think if you tell me what is the better movie between the two, I'll tell you 2018 is a way better movie than this one, right? Even with the problems of the first movie, which there's just one scene that I hate from the movie, but if that scene was never there, I think the movie would have been great. Yeah. But this movie, it's just like, first of all, they brought back everybody, which everyone loved, right? Oh my God, they brought the original actors as a kid. Okay, but it doesn't mean they're Oscar award winners, right? Like, it doesn't, and they're bad. But you know what? It's like you said, it's a horror movie. You're not supposed to get like Emmy award winning actors.
You don't get hung up on acting in a horror movie. You just it's a cardinal sin. You don't do it.
Right. My only complaint is there were some corny scenes for those characters when they're in the bar. And they were like, Tommy, which is now played by another character, got recasted because Paul Rudd read the script and said, I'm not attaching myself to another horrible Halloween movie.
Not only Paul Rudd, I think the original kid who played him, he hasn't been in a movie since 1985. So I'm guessing maybe he doesn't act anymore. So Anthony Michael Hall, we get.
Well, you know what? He's
the Breakfast Club.
Weird science.
We get the Breakfast Club, baby. Weird science, baby.
Yeah.
Imagine
You get that
done like Weird Science and pretend like he's black again in this movie. That would have been
God.
that
Vortex
Studios.
Now you doing Vortex Studios.
Yep.
No, this is not a spoiler. We're not spoiling the movie at all. There's no spoiler.
No. We're not talking plot points or nothing like that.
No. But in terms of bringing characters back, I'm okay with it if the story fit. Like, did the story fit for these characters to return? Absolutely not. You didn't even need these characters. But I kind of understood why they did it, right? A 40-year anniversary.
Yeah.
But why, for the love of God, they have no FBI and U.S. Marshal presence? Can you explain that to me?
Yes, I can.
Go ahead,
so
please give it to me.
You got to remember, this movie and the first one is literally taking place in like a 5-hour time span. So, like, if you think of any sort of, and this is like a hick town, hillbilly town, you got to think, okay, small town, the cops are dealing with it. They're not right away going to be like, well, there's one guy on the loose, let's call the FBI, right? And even by the time Michael starts like really murdering people, I don't remember the body count in the first movie. I'm going to say it was maybe 8 to 10. Right? I think you watched it more recent. I haven't seen it in a little while. Yeah. Let's call it 10. We'll just call it 10 and it's somewhere around there.
Yeah. Okay.
He does it in a very quick span. So, and these people are like locked in their homes. It's not like the news is not going to know right away. You know what I mean? I think, and then Halloween Kills, it's taking place in the same exact night. I think it's just a matter of time. Like if this was 3 days later and there was still no FBI and like the scene where they have like the police dogs walking around the woods. If that didn't happen, I'd be like, yes. But yeah, I think this is like a 4 or 5 hour span. It's nighttime. It's been Halloween nighttime the whole time. I can see why there's no FBI choppers or anything like that.
It's kind of rough when the damn thing is on the news. And they're going to get alerted really quick. But look.
Maybe they're on their way. I don't know where the nearest FBI office is to Haddonfield.
To me, it's a very weird situation when it comes to law enforcement. Because it was like 2 people in this damn.
Kevin said the FBI doesn't get called until you hit 14 bodies.
Yeah,
well, he hits 14 bodies in this movie, at least. So
yeah, well, in this movie, he has way more. I mean, the guy was trained by the League of Assassins because this guy could walk through. I mean, this dude is like. I don't want to spoil it for nobody.
Yeah, we won't spoil it.
There's a lot of things in this movie that it was just so. I remember the director or the writer said that he did not want to make him into this immortal dude. But he just did it in this movie. I was like, you just destroyed everything that you said that you were not going to do in the first one. Destroyed it in this movie.
I will say this. I don't know the interview. I believe you might have said that. Probably said it. But what I will say is I can, and we're not going to do spoilers, so we won't. But if we were, I feel like there are some things that point to things that have been said in the other Halloween movies about Michael Myers that make a lot of the stuff that happens in this movie, to me, make sense. And I'll just leave it there because I really don't want to like spoil it for people who don't want to know anything. But
no. I mean, I totally, I agree with you, right? But if that was the case, then you had to deliver that in the first movie, because the first movie was a straight normal guy coming out of an asylum, right? Because that's
Halloween 1?
No, the 2018. He came.
No,
out
but I'm saying the
asylum.
real first movie is Halloween 1. That's it's the same Michael Myers,
right,
and they do things in that movie that make stuff in this movie make sense.
It does, but I'm saying, but it made it seem like a normal dude, right? Because 2018, they made him into a normal 60-year-old guy, right? Yeah. Leaving the asylum. And then once we get to this movie, it was just like, my man ain't 60 no more, man. My man is like 20 years old. Like, he's the shadows.
25.
He works with the shadows. He's like,
yeah.
Right? So for me, that hurt me the most. The ending, that pissed me off. This ending, they did not know what the hell they were doing. It was
tough. It was tough.
Hard.
And it was tough to stick the landing on a movie that's a middle. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to have a resolution because the third movie is going to have the resolution. So I agree. The ending, they didn't stick it. I'll say that. If this was the Olympics, this thing is on one leg wobbling, like the gymnast wobbling at the end. So that's one of the things I didn't love either.
Yeah, like I said, I don't mind him. Rev 4K says that he likes the supernatural element to him. I like that too if that was distinguished in the first movie. If you would have gave me that in the first movie and we got this movie, I would have said, this is a great movie. You got cheesy acting, very 80s, right? But you didn't get that. The first movie set this up as a normal guy, as Michael Myers doing this killing, right? Like, that's what it gave me. This one, a little far-fetched, but again, guys, check it out for yourself. Let us know in the comments below what do you think of the Halloween kills. I would love to get more deep into it, but
hey, we could do so. We're gonna do a couple of call-ins. Maybe we can have them just give their little 2 cents of people who watch it without spoiling.
Yeah,
it.
without spoiling it. I'm okay with that.
Vultrix
now,
doesn't want to know.
I did find out from a friend of mine when we talked about this that he said that the third movie is 5 years after the events of 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then that's very interesting because I really thought they were going to, and I would have respected it more. I thought they were going to make 3 movies in one night. I would say, let's go. That is incredible. You have one night, 3 movies. So let's see if they jump forward 5 years. That's too far. I feel like then at that point, Laurie's just like 80 years old. No, she's not 80, but she's like 75. Right now, she could pass for a good 62. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So here we go. So for those of you who go, oh, you're talking crap. Here we go. I'm going to give you the synopsis. Halloween ends. It says set 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills.
Okay, 4 years. Okay.
So there you have it. My guess is Laurie Strode is going to be in a mental hospital.
Ooh.
And then Michael comes after her in a gown.
No, with a stethoscope around his Dr. Mike. He got a little tag that says Dr. Mike.
Oh my god!
I guarantee you, I'll give that a 10 out of 10. If Michael Myers walked into a scene with a doctor's thing that said Dr. Mike and a stethoscope, I'll give it a 10 and I'll walk out and leave. I don't even need to see the rest.
Imagine it's like Terminator 2. She comes in, Dr. Loomis comes out from the other side, like a new Loomis. He comes out to save her. Michael goes through the gate because it's like, what? At this point, just make it T2. Michael.
Yeah, I think what they're gonna do is, I mean, obviously it's pretty clear. Well, we can't talk about it too much without spoiling this one, but Laurie's set up to be back as big of a role as she was in 2018 and the original. And that's, at the end of the day, I think she's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, depending on who you ask, final girl characters of all time. Yeah. I think she's always been written strong. I don't think she was written weak in this movie. She was also written strong, but they sidelined her. You know, she's mostly just in the hospital the whole time. So I think they were saving that big kind of her big moment. Voltric says, Dr. Mike, intensive breathing. Yeah, exactly. He's just breathing and he breathes into the stethoscope just to make sure. I think, they're setting her up for something big. But overall, I like the film. I don't think it's as good as Halloween 2018. And some people like it more and some people like it less. It's just, I've watched reviews of people who enjoyed this better because it didn't try to do too much world building. It just happens and then it's over. You know what I mean? But I appreciated the story better in the last one. There's more. Okay, so here's the thing. The writing in the first movie, the intentional humor is worse in that movie than in this movie. The problem is the parts that are not supposed to be funny are funny in this movie because they're bad, if that makes sense. So I laughed more at parts I shouldn't have laughed at, which in a way is kind of worse than just writing a bad joke. You know what I mean? But I thought it was fun. I had a good time at the theater. I will watch this again. I like the kills. And again, I love the first 30 minutes. Like, if the first 30 minutes was all I saw, it'd be like a 9 out of 10. With the rest of it, I still gave it a 7 out of 10. It's a good, solid slasher, but I couldn't understand every single thing you said as far as your gripes and everything like that.
Yeah, look, I mean, honestly, this movie, if you would have said, you know what, they're making fun of the 80s, I would have gave this a 5 out of 5 because this is such an 80s movie with with modern cameras. And did I enjoy the story? Absolutely not. The story's atrocious. I don't care. Everyone could give me the story is no bueno, right? But I enjoyed the killings a lot. I love the killings. I thought the killings were very good. I agree with you. The first 30 minutes was the best part. There's a lot of slow burns or whatever. Yeah. If I had to give it in a 5 scale, honestly, I would give it 3.5 out of a 5.
So we're in the same ballpark.
Yeah,
it's like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, we're in the same ballpark. I mean, just because I really don't like it, I could bash it or whatever. I mean, I'm not going to just tarnish the damn movie because of it. Because there is some highlights in the movie that were really good. I mean, just like in the first one, there's some highlights. And I think it's safe
to say it's it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Even with flaws, like it's breezy. It goes right by. It doesn't feel long. Like I said, even if you just muted the movie and watched it for all the kills, you will have a good time. You will probably have a good time. And Rev said something earlier that Sydney Prescott is the number one. I agree. She's my number one final girl too. I did a Instagram live a couple weeks ago and I put her number 1, but Laurie's my number 2. I think Laurie, and then like Ripley from Aliens is like, I mean, I know it's not a traditional final girl, but she's just one of the best woman characters in like sci-fi horror. But anyway, we're on the same ballpark.
I would put Dana Barrett from Ghostbusters.
Sigourney Weaver again. Look, Sigourney Weaver just got 2 of the best roles, right? You know what I mean? She's a legend.
Sigourney
Weaver's the best.
I agree with you. Like, in terms of the landscape, you guys will enjoy it. You guys, like I said, it has all the elements, a lot of Easter eggs for those of you that are into the Halloween universe. Yeah. It has it for you. Now, those of you that are thinking that you're gonna get a really good sequel to a movie, you're not. There's nothing here that's up there, but I can see a lot of people why they enjoy it for what it is.
Ralph is here promoting his Ralph, hey, you know what? We're going to do Collins in a second, Ralph, and then you could do 2 minutes. But what's up, Ralph? Long time no see. Thanks for saying hi to us instead of just coming in here and promoting yourself shamelessly. Absolutely shamelessly, Ralph. Still love you, man. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back on my soapbox again. Yelling at Ralph, who directed it. Probably directed this movie, and that's why he loves it so much.
That's why it's so cheesy.
That's why it's so cheesy. Yeah. And that's why he loves it. Oh my gosh.
Just joking.
Ralph's the best.
All right, so we're gonna open up the phone lines. We're 4 minutes over, so we're gonna open up phone lines. We want to hear from you. We want to see your beautiful faces. If you don't have to show your faces, but we want to hear from you. Make it short, make it sweet.
You know what's funny? My cousin, he put in our group text. He just got out of Halloween Kills today, and he's like, he called the people the villagers, and it made me laugh so hard. I'm like, yeah, that's true, right? This was like the old Frankenstein movie where they all show up with the pitchforks.
Yeah.
Except now they had like baseball bats and irons. He called it the villagers. It was hilarious. I mean, they were essentially the villagers of.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
they were like. I don't.
The villagers. They had just came with pitchforks and torches. Evil dies tonight.
Yeah. Evil dies.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man. All right, so there you have it. I put it up. You know what? Let me just do this. Blow us up here. But no, look, tonight was a great night. It's been a while. Like I said, it's been 4 months since we've done one of these things. Tomorrow we're going to be recording The Living Daylights and The Last Witch Hunter. That's going to be coming up this weekend as our new
one of those
reviews.
is a first-time watch for me, and one of them is a first-time watch for you.
Yeah, which one we don't know.
We're not telling you. Unless you listen, then you already know. But if you don't listen, we're not telling you.
Yeah, so look, the link is up, guys. You guys want to say hi, give us questions, it's up to you.
Come in here, you better say hello.
Not even that. Don't spoil it for people.
Yeah,
who have not seen Halloween.
No spoilers. No, just very general information.
Yes.
Nothing that you can't gain from a trailer and, basic knowledge.
Agreed. No, but look, other than, we got Kara. Oh, who's that? Let's see who we got here.
What's going on here?
Who we got here? It's a black screen.
Triborough said it was a good slasher film. What did people... people expected a good film. Look, the critic reviews are low, 39, but the audience score is 71 on this movie. So it's not like the general public hated it. It also made a crap ton of money this weekend. So it did well. I think audiences were mostly satisfied, but let's not act like there's not quite a bit of issues with the movie. There is. I don't like to throw out everything and just say, well, it's a slasher, so everything can be bad because it's a slasher. No. Things could be good, and then it'll elevate it. This doesn't get elevated by anything. It's just kind of a basic slasher film, in my opinion. But fun. I had a good time.
Yeah. That you answering Triborough's question?
That was for Triborough. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. I get his question. I get his thought process, but I just don't agree with the whole, well, since it's a slasher, it could be crap, and it's okay. I think it shouldn't be. You should try to make an actual really good movie, and you can forgive it if it's a certain type. And this is low budget too. Like, this is a Blumhouse, so I don't know, maybe 10, 15 million tops as far as a budget. But oh shoot! Oh, we got.
Oh my god!
Look at this caller. Even has a little name.
Oh Lord! Here we go. Oh my god!
Here we go. Here we go. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Look at this.
Halloween Kills sucks.
Oh my god.
I like it.
That's my daughter, everybody out there.
I like it.
She did not like it.
Out there. If you couldn't tell just by looking at her, that is Alex's daughter. That is Alex's daughter.
Oh,
his mini me, if you will.
Yeah, look at her. Yeah, she didn't
Very
like it.
cute.
She cried.
She cried.
Yeah. You gotta be sleeping, little one. What are you doing?
Go night night.
Yeah,
Go
night
night
night night.
Go night night.
Night, night.
Knife knife.
Right.
She said.
Bye bye.
Knife knife.
She said bye bye. All right, here we go. Here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we got. Ralph's ordering pizza before coming in live. You guys are about to see my main man. No worries, Ralph, and you better greet us this time instead of coming in.
My people! Oh, wait a minute. This is a problem.
What's the problem?
What is it?
Wrong camera. Hold up.
Let's see what happens here. Oh,
There you go.
Better. All right. What's up? No, it's still not on.
You're good. You look good.
you look great. The people
look
are. Everyone's saying, "Man, this guy Ralph looks amazing."
Yeah.
Ooh,
Everyone.
That's
what they're
I
thinking.
didn't do anything.
Exactly. You don't have to. You're just that great.
Oh, wait a minute. This is a problem.
Mute that so we don't
Yeah.
lose a delay.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, stupid.
All right,
delay.
Ralph. How's it been, my friend?
Man, I am so glad to see you guys again, to be honest with you. I'm very happy.
Same. I'm glad to see us too. That's what I meant.
He let
And
you,
you,
Ralph?
Ralph, I've been waiting to
like my
talk
shirt?
with you about a movie forever.
What movie?
Any movie doesn't matter. Any
Halloween. Give us some Halloween
we're talking
kills.
about Halloween kills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And how much it sucks. Right?
No, hey, I liked it.
Alex.
Nate.
Wait, you don't like it, right?
No,
Nate?
I liked it.
I
Nate
liked
didn't.
it. No,
liked
no,
it, okay.
I enjoyed it. I just said there's problems.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's gonna go with most horror films anyway. You're gonna find
Sure.
holes in it.
All
Absolutely.
right, Ralph. Break it down for these people without spoiling, because half of these people haven't seen it.
Right. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna, and I plugged it. I plugged it this Wednesday at 9 on my channel. You know why? Because I plugged you guys all the time.
Hey, that's right. That's right. That's my main man.
I love you guys. You're
That's my
awesome.
main man, Ralph.
So here's the
Pointed at
deal.
the camera.
This is what you. This movie, I saw it already. I love the crap out of it, man. I'm sorry. In my opinion, this is like up. It's gone up a tier. Seriously, for me, to me, it's better than the 2018, and I think it's for the same reason I enjoyed Halloween 2, from
Oh, that's
1981
right.
more
You're
than
a
the
Halloween
original.
2 guy. That's
Right.
why.
Now, here's the thing. The reason why I like Halloween 2 a lot, and Halloween 1 is definitely a masterpiece. But, Halloween 2, what happens is that it's the events of the same night, and you're already in the thick of it. And there's things always going on. In Halloween 1, there's a burn. There's a slow progression to the actual get down of what happens in that film. That's what happened in 2018. It was a progression. There was a bit of a burn there. All right. Not as in, it wasn't as long, but it was there. In this film, you're already in the meat of it because it's the same night, right? It's not, you can't have a slow burn in something like that because it's already happening. So it was so intense, and the kills were beyond. I was like, yo, there were a couple kills in that joint that even Jason would have been like, yo, what's up with that? It was, they were so creative and so good. And it showed Michael Myers in such a dark, I mean, he's always dark, granted, but in this, you didn't get no kung fu idiocy in like Resurrection. I'll tell you that right now. That's my point. This is serious. This isn't even though there were some parts that I couldn't help but
There was some parts? I think there was more than one part.
There were some. I said some parts.
Many
some.
That made me laugh. And there were some lines, I have to admit, that I felt were kind of forced. That didn't land right. I know what you were trying to do, but it didn't work. That kind of thing. I'm gonna discuss all this in a couple. What's today? Monday. In a couple of days. But I'm not gonna sit back and say that this movie was absolutely ugh. I didn't come away with that. I'm gonna go see it again. Because I really want to like take it in now. Now that I've seen it, this is one of these movies that, and the last time I did that was for Halloween 5 back in 1989 when it came out in the theater. That was the last time I went to see a Halloween film twice in the theater. You know what I'm saying? Ever since then, I was like, actually, I take that back. I went to see the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 because I first saw it with my friends, and then I saw it with my wife afterwards.
Sorry. You saw that twice?
Yeah.
I couldn't sit through it. I barely could get through it one time.
Oh, my God. It's funny. I had to see it twice in order for me to really absorb how bad it was. Like in the beginning,
if I would have saw it twice, I would have vomited.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
So there's a question for you in the chat. Kevin wants to know, Ralph, why didn't they call the FBI? They exceeded the 14 body count threshold.
That's one of the things I bugged out about this movie. What I kind of, in a way, it kind of complimented it in a way, because what it did was, and you see this in the previews, so I'm not really giving anything away. What you're watching here is a community outrage. Right? Yep. Because you see it, everybody rioting and losing their minds, right? And stuff. It's a community, it's a town, a small town saying, damn it, where it's mad as hell, we're not going to take this anymore. And that's exactly what you see play out in this film. They take it too far in certain parts, but it shows the whole, and I said this in my review, non-spoiler review a couple of days ago, that when you are scared, when fear grips you like that, all bets are off. You lose your sensibility. You lose your common sense. And there's a lot of moments where that happens in this film. You have nothing to fear but fear itself.
If I could comment on that,
exemplifies that.
I agree, and I like the idea present in all of that. The whole mob mentality thing, the whole, you know what I mean? I liked it. Yeah. The idea. The problem for me was in the execution of this idea. Because this is a really good idea. This is like, oh, there's a guy going around our town killing everybody. Again, we already know who he is, right? And now we're like, you know what? There's a bunch of us. Let's get together and get the dude, right? And in real life, when you're looking at even like real life, something happens, an injustice, let's call it, a protest, a mob. This will happen. The problem is it was so goofy and unbelievable that it took me out of what it was trying to do because the chance. What is that? Evil dies tonight. It was so stupid. It was like, ugh, this is a great idea, and they're absolutely ruining it. They're absolutely ruining it. And, that is my problem with it, is I agree with you. I think it's a way, way good, really, really good plot line that it just, they did not execute it in a way that made me buy into it or really feel it the way I could have.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying there. There are moments there where, like I said earlier, kind of made you go, oh ouch,
cringy
a little bit.
Well, to be funny, not to be funny, but to be honest, that sequence to me, if they would have cut all that out, it would have been. I would have given it a 10 out of 10. I would have given it a 10 out of 10. But that whole hospital scene, right? It was boring. It was it took way too long to go. Like it just they focused on so many stupidity on that whole scene. For me, it was just like, why do we have to be in this area right now? But again, I think once people see it, they'll understand what we're talking about. Because I agree, and you know what? How much you guys want to bet? How much more footage is left on the cutting room floor that could explain half of the stupidity that we saw in the film?
Probably. There's probably some stuff.
It's probably right. Yeah, I agree. And I think horror movies in general tend to suffer the most from that. You know, there's a lot of stuff left out.
Editing.
Come out with their stupid director's cuts and this cuts and your mother's cuts and everybody's cuts.
The evil has to die tonight cut.
I got to put this in the chat. Hold on. Continue, Ralph.
Huh?
Continue.
Because it's but you kind of have to come to a point. Like for me in my brain, it's been always, you know what? I'll take what I can get. And when other films come out, then I'm like, no, I'm not taking that because that was really stupid.
Yeah.
In this film, I didn't sense that. In this film, I sensed, okay, not the best one on the planet, definitely not. But you know what? I'll take this one really well because all I have to do is reference myself and say, well, let's see, there's Halloween Resurrection, Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Just compare it to all the worst stuff.
This is good.
Hey, that's a good yeah, when you compare it to the worst of the worst, it's not that. It's not even close. Like I said, I gave it a 7. There's been some real bottom of the barrel dumpster juice in this franchise. Yeah. Let's be honest. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, Halloween 5.
I hated Halloween 6.
Oh, yeah, I don't like Halloween 6.
Is that the one that Michael Myers has sex with his granddaughter? I mean, his grandniece.
That is stupid.
That's Halloween 6.
Yeah,
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
What did he do? Bring a wine thing, play some Barry White. What? What do you mean by that?
He kept the mask on too. He just
He got freaky. He was like,
let's
go, girl.
5, 6, 8, and Rob Zombie's 2 are so terrible that by comparison, this movie's Academy Award.
Wait, did you guys hate it? H2O? Because I liked H2O.
No, I left 7 out. I liked H2O.
Okay.
I left that one out.
H2O was all right.
Yeah.
Rev made a good point.
What did Rev say?
Rev said Michael has to die in the end, obviously. Like Unmasked, and we see him actually get his head chopped off or something. Otherwise, if it's a cliffhanger, it's a fail. I tend to agree with that. I do not want another cliffhanger.
I don't. And on the cliffhanger, I think you're going to get Jamie Lee Curtis dying with Michael together.
I don't care if they both die at the same time, but he got to go.
Yeah.
They'll reboot it. They just reboot it.
I think, well, I actually watched an interview with one of the writers a few days ago online of the film. And he said, what you said earlier about, Alex, about the movie taking place 4 or 5 years after the events of this film.
Yeah.
Stuff like
4 years,
that.
yeah.
And they asked him, are you going to make more after this? And he said, well, he's not going to do it. I can't control whoever else is going to want to try to bring this back later on down the road. But as far as he's concerned, this is it. This Halloween ends. It's Halloween ends.
This is pretty good. Triborough said, isn't he part of a cult? There has to be a way to kill him off for good. And then Rev says, a great answer. Just remove the head from the shoulders, Triborough. That'll do it. Yeah, exactly.
Careful, you're going into spoiler territory now because you don't want to give stuff too much away. I will tell you this though.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with the soundtrack.
I loved it.
It was good. Yeah,
I loved it.
I mean, even in the first one.
You know what I liked? Well, the first one was more in your face and out there audio,
more guitar.
And this one, it was more subtle. It was more in the backdrop. And that's what I liked about
Ralph,
it.
I have a legitimate question for you. So, are you a Halloween fan though in general? Like the series, is it a series you enjoy, or are you just like a few of them?
I love
it.
Okay, I love the
movie.
So with this movie, there are currently 4. Count them, 4 timelines. Yeah. Which canon? There's 4 canons here in Halloween. Which canon do you find to be the best? Now we are going to go Halloween original, Halloween 2, 4, 5, 6. Stop. Then there is Halloween H2O, and then Halloween Resurrection. That's another canon. Then there is Rob Zombies 1 and 2. And now there's the 4th canon, which is Halloween the original, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills.
My number 1 has been and will always be 1978 Halloween, followed by the sequel Halloween 2 from 1981. And then it stops there. That's where it ends.
So with that, you got to take 4, 5, 4, 5.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
That's that canon. It's the continuation of the story.
I hear you, but at the same time, you know what? I disagree. I cut it at Halloween 2.
Well, I mean, no.
Well, you can if you want.
Think about that.
Yeah.
How the hell did him and Dr. Loomis survive that blowing explosion? Get out of here.
How does anyone survive anything in any of these movies? I don't know.
He
He got shot in the eyeballs and lived.
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but look, in all honesty, like for me, I enjoyed H2O a lot. I really enjoyed that one a lot. And that's my first Halloween movie I saw in the theater. I remember that because we saw it together, Ralph. I think you saw it with Pablo. I know I saw it with Pablo in the thing. I don't know.
I don't know if I was there for that one.
You guys all shared a big popcorn, bucket of popcorn.
I saw it with Victor, my horror and coffee partner in crime. We saw it when it came out.
You and Victor and Pablo and Alex, and you guys all got a popcorn and a big bucket.
No, Victor didn't. No.
Oh, Victor wasn't there. My bad.
No, but anyway, like that one I enjoyed a lot.
I want a popcorn day.
But if I go canon, like which ones I enjoy, I would go with Halloween 1, 2018 and Kills.
For the current.
Yeah, for the current. I think I would go
runner up.
Yeah, I think I would go there.
Yeah, people are complaining. It's not. But Laurie's supposed to be Michael Myers' sister. No. Stop. That was never the original intent in the first film for her to be his sister. That came up in the 1981 film because they were trying to keep milking it, and and John Carpenter said fine, But with this one, it was kind of like a redirection back to what the original concept was, which I enjoyed.
So Rev goes with the Halloween original, Halloween 2, and Halloween H2O. That's one canon.
That's a good one. Yeah,
that's a good one. That's probably my second. Well, maybe my favorite or my second favorite.
Original, Halloween 2, and Halloween H2O.
Yep.
Followed by Halloween Resurrection.
That's true.
Yeah, but
he might be doing like you and just cutting off the Resurrection. Throwing it in the garbage.
I cut off the head.
It's like Rocky. You go Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, cut 5, Balboa, and then Creed 1, 2.
Yeah, that's it.
Why not?
Go.
Why not? You could do it however you want. You can watch them in any order you want. It don't matter.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, as far as canons officially, there's 4, and I think it's an interesting conversation because depending on who you talk to, everyone has a different favorite canon and they're all legit within there. If you watch them all together, they all flow depending on how you watch them. Now, if you just watch all 11, it makes no sense at all. So you kind of have to pick a lane and say, well, this is the versions that I like.
Yeah, I mean, and it's crazy because isn't the other someone else owns the rights to the other Halloweens? Because I know the 4K did 1 to 6.
Mustafa Akkad was the original guy who produced the original. He did the first 2, right?
Now it's his son.
And then now his son is doing
Malik.
Right. Yeah. So I think it comes.
I also think some of them were Dimension, which is now not around.
I think that was H2O.
Yeah, and then some are now, and the new ones are like Universal, Miramax and Universal and Blumhouse. Yeah. So, but Universal's the major studio. So yeah, they're all it's
scattered.
It's like Friday the 13th, where 8 of them are Paramount, and then the rest are New Line.
I love how the previews. Alex mentioned it earlier. That if you're a Halloween fan, there are definitely some callbacks or whatever. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch seems to keep popping up in this film.
Well, because that's easy.
Yeah.
You just
Which
throw
is
a
sadly
mask on people.
The mask.
And
Oh,
that's
you
it.
need
Yeah.
the mask.
Sadly,
Tom
not a
Atkins.
part of any of the canon. It's its own canon. It's just Halloween 3.
But I loved it.
I
I would have had like Tom Atkins as one of the neighbors. Like Michael just goes and stabs him, and it's Tom Atkins.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, right.
That would
'Cause
be
people don't
pretty
know
good.
who he is, and he's
Why
still
not?
with the same
And his
chick
wife
he
was the
banging.
girl from Halloween 3.
Yeah, they got married, and there you go.
They got married, even
I
though
like
she
that.
became a robot at the end of 3.
Yeah,
Is
but
Adrienne
he's still with the
Barbeau
robot.
still alive?
Adrienne Barbeau. I think she is.
She's still alive.
Adrienne
Maybe
Barbeau
her.
wasn't in. Adrienne Barbeau wasn't in Halloween.
No, I'm just saying, as
No,
far
just
as like
throw her
getting
in
an
there.
old school actress that was in a John Carpenter movie, like The
She was
Fog.
in
Just
The Fog.
just her and Tom Atkins as like a nod to old school horror fans, and they're a married couple, and they just get murdered. Maybe in Halloween Ends, this will happen.
Yeah,
You
and
speak it
Kurt
into
Russell
existence.
could be a doctor.
Dr. Mike.
Dr. Russell. No, Dr. Pliskin. Dr. Pliskin.
That was pretty good. We'll just make it the
Yeah.
John Carpenter universe.
He's got the eye patch and everything.
He's like, oh no, he's the new Loomis. He's the new Dr.
And
Loomis.
then the new
His
guy,
name is
Dr.
Snake.
Duke. The Duke.
Yeah.
The Duke. Hey, number
good.
one.
Hey, number 1 doctor in
Number one.
Haddonfield.
Yes. Yes,
Oh
Kurt
my
Russell's going to be the new Loomis.
Yeah, everyone, make sure you go to Ralph's channel, Horror and Coffee, Wednesday. He will be doing spoilers, so hopefully by then you've watched the movie and you want to hear his $10 on Peacock or free if you have like AMC stubs or not AMC stubs, A-list, Regal Unlimited. Like me, I paid 53 cents to see this movie, so it was worth my 53 cents. I promise you that.
Those were the worst 53 cents.
And Ralph, what time is it on Wednesday? What time
9
is your
o'clock.
9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
So be there.
Yeah, man, because I have to. I couldn't just leave it with the
Let loose,
non-spoiler
Ralph.
review.
Let loose.
I'm gonna be
All right.
Let 'em have
and you guys are more than welcome to join me on that too. I'm gonna put a link. So if
I'm
you guys
strongly
wanna,
considering it.
just consider and jump in, and we can really go off on that.
Yeah.
Hey, what about this? And what about that? And what
This
about
Nate and Coffee.
Nate and Coffee.
Nate and
I
Apple
like
Juice.
that.
I need my own channel. Nate and Apple Juice.
Apple
Nate
Juice
and
Nate.
the boxed ones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what juice box?
All right. Thank you so much, Ralph, for calling in.
Awesome, guys. Take
Take it
care. I'll
easy.
keep watching. Later.
All right.
Good to see you.
All right. We got who we got? We got one more. I think we got
One more.
Jay.
Let's do one more. Why
Yeah,
not?
let's do one more. One more. We're bringing. Jay.
This is a big return. We haven't been here for months. Let's give him a chance.
I mean, we see him
This
every week.
is
But
my main
let's
man
go.
right here. Yeah, but this is my main man right here.
Jay.
This is my main man,
How
Jay.
you doing, Jay?
I am doing wonderful. How about you, gentlemen?
We're great.
Great.
We're great.
Well,
Can't you
first
tell?
of all,
We're having the time of our life. Can't you tell?
this is a good comeback show. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
First of all,
You
Alex,
shaved, my friend. I love it.
I
You
did.
shaved.
Like a
new
Look
man.
at you.
Is this
Well,
because Iowa lost and they lost me a bet on Saturday? Is this why you had to shave? I'm very upset.
no, actually, if you go to my Facebook
He did
page,
the
you'll
baby
see
photo.
that the
Right?
family.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you want to see?
Maybe you should actually move to Idaho instead of Iowa after that debacle of a game.
Let me. Yeah, after we lost to
Purdue.
Purdue. Oh my God.
You know what Purdue is to me? They make chicken, and they also beat Iowa in the football game.
Look,
Purdue.
well, congratulations. I want to say your daughter, gorgeous. Your daughter is beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Congratulations on. Let me see if I can bring up the photo of what we did.
When she stabbed us, that was another level. That moment.
Yeah.
When she said Halloween sucks, and she did a knife hand. That was something else. Let me tell you.
Before I bring this up, I'll make a confession. I have only seen the first Halloween movie, so I need to get into watching all the Halloween movies.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tony Movie Chappie. Good night,
Tony,
my friend.
thanks for being here. Good to see you.
All right. So here's the first picture. This is what we did. We had our family get together. My sisters came into town, and so this is the picture. If you guys could see that, that's my sister, a friend, family neighbor. I showed you this before, and that's my little sister in the front, and then my cousin. All right. So we got together. We thought we were going to do a photo reenactment.
Yes.
And so
I love these.
All right, that's the first picture. All right, and so here's the other picture.
And Jay's right there with the wig. Jay, you look like you were like a lost cast member to like a 70s show.
So I'll repost it on Instagram. I don't know if you guys did I hold it up long enough?
You gotta send it. You gotta send it to us.
Yeah, I'll send it to Instagram. I'll put it on Instagram. But yeah, so we said, you know what, we'll just do it. We tried to get the identical shirts and everything, but it was a great weekend.
That's good. That's good.
Jay, I have a question. This is for the people. This is for the people because you're a patron, a longtime patron, and this is to celebrate our 100th episode. You've showed up to watch us review probably 80 of them at least.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite? If you had to pick a favorite review or episode, because you get to watch behind the scenes, so even some of the ones that are not on YouTube yet, you've seen and you experienced live. Which is your personal favorite?
The one when we were doing the reviews for the Mummy and were the chocolate
the Mummy
one.
3.
Yeah.
Chocolate Jet Li.
Yeah, Chocolate Jet Li. That was one of my favorite ones. And then the one where we were doing oh my God! I was trying to throw you guys off when we were doing for the
Braveheart.
When you painted yourself for Braveheart? Oh, too bad we didn't have a clip of that.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
In my face, and you Alex goes, "What the?" Right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Well, what about the time he dressed up like Morpheus with the little glasses? Yes. For you guys, you guys listen. I mean, I know we mentioned it before, but when we record the podcast, we let the patrons come in and join the meeting basically that we do, and they're in like these little windows, and we could see them and talk with them and everything like that. And Jay has, in multiple occasions, come in costume to one of these reviews. He came dressed with a leather like jacket and like Morpheus glasses, like these tiny little glasses with no sticks. Amazing.
I got him right here.
And
he also painted his face blue for Braveheart.
Yeah, and then Stephanie wore a corset. Remember for the main?
Oh yeah, she did the dominatrix outfit. Yeah, then she had to take it out. Robert missed that. We were messing with Robert. Saying, "Oh, Robert, you missed."
Here they are. Here's my Morpheus glasses right here.
Yeah, look at this. This was amazing, and we're trying to I'm trying to sit here and review a movie, and this is what I got looking at me in the bottom corner of my screen is Jay like this.
Jay Morpheus.
Jay Morpheus.
And the problem with these glasses, they don't stay on, so I have to lean back.
He looked like he's blind with them tiny little glasses.
He looked like Stevie Wonder.
Jay Wonder Morpheus. That was him. Mummy 3 was a lot of fun. That was a good review.
That was a really good one. The Mummy 3.
That was hilarious.
That was really fun.
Mummy 2 was Nefertiti.
I got shitload of props
Mummy
now.
2.
I got Joe Buck teeth now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he just. He just comes with the costumes.
He does. He's the costume guy. No, but
he's a ridiculous fellow.
Jay Charles. Oh.
And so I just love it when you guys are like when Alex gets thrown off on his takes. So he has to. It's like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Oh yeah, his bloopers. Yeah, his
bloopers. It's like he gets so stumbled.
I do. I get very like actor fatigue, right? Like I'm like, cut.
Yeah.
Stop. No, you literally go, what the? Every time you mess up, you start getting like that, and then we do it. Oh, I think there's got to be one that we must have started like 4 or 5 times. Where it's just like we could not get through it. We just
no. And
you had the giggles.
And that was the episode I think you took over for me.
That's right. You were just like, you know what? I give up. You host it.
I said you take this one. That's the first. I think that's the first of many that you did the franchise and the. If you notice fun. Nate hosting a franchise and non-franchise, that's the bloopers that.
Oh, there's a little behind the curtain, if you will. Yeah. If I host 2 in a row, that means Alex couldn't get through.
Alex had a bad day in the office that day. Yeah. Brett 4K said nothing with Brendan Fraser is fun.
Oh, he's a Brendan Fraser hater.
Guys,
this guy sucks.
Oh, you know what? You got Brendan Fraser in the first Mummy. He was good. The second one, he just went.
I love him in that baseball movie that I told you about. I forget what it's called.
The Scout. The Scout.
That was good.
Where he
played.
That's
just yell out baseball words. Curveball.
Curveball. Innings eater. He's an
innings eater. Starring Brendan Fraser.
Oh, now he is.
He's something else eater. He's just an eater, period.
Maybe you should just just give a taste to one of the one of your people in the chats here, just a taste of what it's like to be behind the scenes.
Open the doors to everybody.
Invite a lucky person who's not a patron to come and watch one of the.
That's just a tast.
You know what? I forgot. I totally forgot.
Oh, we were supposed to have a giveaway tonight.
We're giving away the Inglourious Bastards.
That's right, on 4K.
On 4K. Ooh. One lucky person is gonna win this sucker. You know what?
We didn't even think about how we were gonna give it away.
Nope.
You know what? I also have my my Beetlejuice.
Ralph said Beetlejuice. We'll do a coupon day.
You know what? I can save that for another day. But if
save it, Jay, because we're gonna be coming back live. Yeah, we're gonna be coming back live on November 1st permanently, and we'll do it then.
You know what? Let's do this. Okay, because it's wrong. We had a lot of people in the beginning, and we totally forgot we were gonna give this away, and I didn't want them to feel left out, so they'll be wrong. So. I will give away this 4K Steelbook when we return back live. We are returning back live for those of you out there. November 1st at 9 p.m. We're returning back live on this channel. So if you enjoy what you saw, you're going to have a lot more. I mean, we're going to have more stuff.
We're doing Ghostbusters, right?
We're going to be doing Ghostbusters 1. We're going to be breaking down that movie, leading all the way up to Afterlife, where that's going to be our first brand new box office movie we're going to be doing live with you guys, breaking down Ghostbusters Afterlife with you guys. So, with that said, I will be giving away this copy, and I will try to get my hands a copy of... I mean, everyone got a copy of Ghostbusters in 4K, right? I was like, we could do that.
I don't.
I got it. I got both of them.
No, you don't, but...
I don't. But...
Oh, what, Afterlife? Is that what you're talking about?
No, the
one.
First, Ghostbusters 1. You know what? I'll get another movie. We'll give away 2. 4K.
That sounds fair. Yeah, so come back again November 1st. We'll do the Inglourious Bastards giveaway in the first 20 minutes because that was supposed to be today. And then we'll do the other ones at the end of the show.
Yeah, so we'll do that. And yeah, so other than that, Jay, thank you so much for being a Patreon. It's been a blast.
Oh, absolutely.
It's great having you behind the scenes.
For life, man. For life.
You bought me this camera. Look at how beautiful I look now. Thank you so much. This is all because of you. And some other people. But
thank you so much. Go Vikings. I guess, right? That's what you pointed
Baltimore, we're coming for you.
We'll see. We'll see. Me and my brother got a bet.
But Jay, thank you so much for joining in. We'll see you tomorrow night when we record a Living Daylight. So remember, that's your homework: Living Daylight and the Witch, the Witch Hunter.
Last Witch Hunter, baby. Enjoy.
I gotta find that one.
You can find it in a dollar bin.
You can find it in the garbage can in your local dumpster, your landfill.
But all right, thank you so much.
Can't wait.
Oh man.
All right.
Here we go. Oh,
and
man.
Robert, you got to get out of here. That chat with that negativity of go Dodgers. You got to stop. They're down 2-0. Just stop it.
Come on to the Braves, who stunk.
88 win Braves.
Yeah.
Sports levels of sports. Screwball levels of sports.
But no, God. I mean, we went over.
We had a great 39. Time.
Yeah, it was been fun. It's been a while. It's been a long time. So. We are coming back, again, November 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be coming back. We're going to be talking Ghostbusters 1. We're going to be breaking down Ghostbusters 1. Actually, we're going to rewatch it. I'm going to rewatch it and see if it holds up. That's a good thing we're going to do. And it's going to be topic-based. I want people to understand when we return back November 1st, Levels of Geeks is going to be a topic film discussion show. Yeah, it's not going to be movie news. There's too many movie news out there, and me and Nate are getting tired of movie news. If it's something worth us talking, that it's groundbreaking or strike is coming, we'll discuss it, give you guys our thoughts. If there's something that you guys want us to, it's something that you guys found out, you want us, ask us a question, by all means, we will answer it for you. But the show is going to be a discussion-based. So we're going to have some discussion-based, some segments throughout, something like called Fill in the Blank, which is something I've been working on. Nate is going to enjoy that a lot. It's pretty, that's going to be pretty fun because it's going to be like off-guard stuff. So I have a pretty cool segments coming up for you guys, but it's going to be topic-based film, topic-based discussions with you guys, me and Nate giving actual discussion pieces, like a radio show. Like when you listen to sports radio, that's how we're going to be talking here from now on. But other than that, Nate, it's been a pleasure doing Action Movie Guys with you, my friend. It's been fun. The first 100 episodes. And I can't wait to see what you have to say tomorrow for Jimmy D. Dalton.
Oh boy,
Living Daylight.
You got to stay on your toes when it comes to me. Just you never know. Now, just so everybody knows, as far as what we got going on, Alex and I will be doing, as this show was in honor of 100. So our 100th episode is tomorrow, and it is, of course, the classic, The Last Witch Hunter. That's our 100th episode. Sadly, we didn't plan that out properly. We didn't even make it like an all-time. We made it The Last Witch Hunter. And then, of course, the next week after that, you know me, I always like to give some advanced build-up. We'll be doing, what's the other Timothy Dalton? License to Kill?
License to Kill.
And then we will be doing our last in the bad movie segments, which is Rollerball. Then we'll be coming back live. As far as me, myself, if you guys haven't, if you don't follow me already on Instagram, that's okay. I'm not mad about it. But if you do, every Wednesday, just for October, me, my friend Eli, who we used to work on my old podcast together, we do a horror talk for like an hour on Instagram Live. So come join the chat. It's a lot of fun. I've seen a number of you guys there. And don't forget to check out Ralph's Halloween spoiler everything. I might jump on. I don't know about you, Alex, but I might jump on Wednesday night after I'm done with my Instagram. I might get on his and we'll take a look. So that's what we got going on. That's what the community got going on. And if you guys got anything going on, let us know. And we like to promote each other. That this community has been great. Everyone gets along. Everyone likes each other. We don't have no ego. I really, I'm glad when you guys are here. I miss you when you're not. And we just like to promote each other and, and get on each other's stuff and talk about movies.
Yes, and going forward, one thing I want to do once a month, we're going to start doing is we're going to be grabbing any person, random person on the chat that wants to be a guest host.
That's
with
fun.
Us. Whether you have 0 subscribers all the way up to whatever subscribers you got, we really don't care. We're going to be bringing you guys onto the show. You get to hang out with us once a month with us. Whatever topics you want to talk about, again, it's a topic-based show, or we do a movie review of your choice. Whatever you want to do, we want to bring you guys on to have fun with us like we always do. So that's going to be a new thing that we're going to do here. We're going to be randomly picking somebody off the chat, or if you guys want to be a host with us, DM me at Levels of Geeks and say, hey, I want to be a guest spot on one day. You guys are more than welcome to. There's no requirement to sub count and watch time. I don't give a shit about that. We just want to have you guys here so we can talk some discussions, have some fun with that. So with that said, it's been a great time. I was nervous, but I am not. It's like me riding a bike.
Really? Yeah. Just get right back on it. Just no big deal.
No, it's been fun with that. So with that said, thank you so much.
Tony Movie Chappie. If you guys want, I'd be happy to recommend you a couple of underrated cyberpunk action flicks for the action. Send it to us.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Send it to us.
Yeah. I make the schedule, so send it to me actually if you want, because I'm the schedule.
Yeah, he's a scheduler, guys. Yeah, send it to Netflix reviews, and he's the one that takes care of all that. But yeah, with that said, guys, again, if you want to be a guest spot, I'll start taking all these names, whatever. Levels of Geeks, DM me, say what you want to do. You want to do topics with us, or you want to do a movie, we'll gladly sit down, watch it, whatever. With that said, guys, thank you so much for tonight. It's been a blast. I can't wait to return November 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern. Till then, that is your host,
Nate from Netflix Reviews.
I'm his co-host, Alex Figueroa. Be awesome to each other and geek out. I remember the button.